For several minutes after the movie ended, Will Smith found himself unable to say a word. Stevie Wonder cupped a young man's face in his hands and broke down in tears. Toya Jackson, Michael's own sister, admitted she had momentarily forgotten she was looking at her nephew. Katherine Jackson, Michael's mother, watched as her grandson brought her son back to life on screen. Harris Jackson, who was just 11 years old when she lost her father, sat through a film that brought his whole life story back to the screen.
My first thought was, who are they going to get to play Michael? And honestly, I didn't think of myself. I was like, this is going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. So fast forward a couple of months, I get a call from Graham King. He wants to have a Zoom. And I can tell just by that call what this was going to lead to in some way. And then one thing led to the other. We had lunch.
The Michael biopic carried one job, and it was both impossible and nerve-wracking: to bring back the most iconic entertainer who ever lived and make the audience truly believe it. As the lights dimmed and the film started rolling, no one in that room was fully ready for the emotions that were about to hit them. Will Smith had known Michael Jackson personally. He had grown up looking up to him as an idol. So when he saw Jafaar Jackson appear on that screen, something inside him cracked open. He didn't even wait until he left the theater. He posted a story right then with just 2 words: "I am speechless." Will Smith stands as one of the biggest movie stars in the world today. He has starred in blockbusters, dramas, and films that have earned major awards. He understands what truly great acting looks like, because he has built his entire career around delivering it.
Couldn't get to him in the crowd. And I'm like, the day is going by, and I'm like, yo, I'm about to go this whole award show, and I'm not going to meet my idol. I was like, I got to meet Mike. So they call me, and they take me back, and I'm about to present my award, and I see him, and he's across the room. And I was like, a path. And I was like, oh, I'm about to meet Mike. I'm about to meet Mike. And then all of a sudden, you see the crowd start to go into a little bit of a frenzy. And my security comes over, and they grab me like, we got to move. We got to move. And I'm like, no, I got to meet Mike. They were like, sir, we got to move now.
So when Will walked into that screening of Michael, he wasn't simply watching a movie play out. He was watching someone step into the role of his own idol. Snoop Dogg has spent more than 30 years in the entertainment business. He has worked alongside legends and witnessed the music industry from every angle imaginable.
Me and Mike was family.
Yeah.
His family and my family love each other. We have a record that never came out together. We never had issues.
He was raised in Long Beach, California, right in the middle of the era when Michael Jackson's dominance was at its peak. To Snoop's generation, Michael wasn't merely an artist. He stood as living proof of what black excellence could achieve on a world stage. After seeing the film, Snoop remarked that Jaafar didn't just resemble Michael in appearance. He moved the way Michael moved, and he carried himself the way Michael did.
When I seen the Michael Jackson movie, that was inspiring.
Yeah.
It was very inspiring because it was great storytelling, the cinematics, the acting, the believability, and, nephew becoming Mike, and just the performances and all of that shit that just was exciting to see. It was a spark. It put a spark in me.
That word spark, coming from Snoop Dogg, is no small thing at all. This is a man who has collaborated with some of the greatest living artists, and watching a young man transform into his idol on that screen gave him a spark. That alone tells you everything about what Jaafar accomplished inside that theater.
You have absolutely no idea. I mean, Michael was one of the most loved people in the world.
Yes.
And
yes.
And, cheering, Toya Jackson is Michael's older sister. She grew up under the same roof as him. As a child, she watched him rehearse right there in their living room. She knows every gesture he made, every smile, and every way he carried his pain within him. She admitted she felt afraid to watch the biopic, knowing it would stir up deep emotion, and she wasn't certain she was ready for it. But then Jaafar appeared on the screen.
Jaafar is absolutely excellent in this movie. He did a fabulous job. And what's so just amazing to me is that I forgot I was watching Jaafar. I actually thought I was watching my brother. So that showed he delivered on his part.
What does your mother think of the movie? Has she had the chance to see it yet?
Mother has seen it, and Mother's here tonight. She's not doing the carpet, but she's here tonight. She loves it. She felt and really thought Jaafar did an excellent job.
She said that she genuinely believed she was watching her own brother. Then she added that Michael must be somewhere smiling down on all of it. That isn't just a film review, that's a sister's heart speaking out loud. Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson shared a real and genuine friendship. Both were child prodigies who grew up together inside the Motown machine. Both men came to understand, from a very young age, what it meant to carry extraordinary talent as both a burden and a gift.
Someone very, very special to the world, to his family, and to his friends we've lost as Michael Jackson.
After a private screening of the film, Stevie asked to meet Jaafar. No official cameras had been scheduled for the moment, but the people present witnessed the reactions firsthand. When onlookers spotted Stevie Wonder seated there in the theater, the comment section exploded. He cannot see. He has never been able to see. And yet there he was, front and center. Honestly, that fact alone shows just how much Michael Jackson meant to the people who genuinely knew him. According to reports, Stevie walked slowly toward him, reached out, and touched Jaafar's face with both hands, then pulled him into a hug that lasted nearly 20 seconds. He leaned in close and whispered something into Jaafar's ear. Jaafar began to cry. No one heard what Stevie actually said, but whatever the words were, they broke Jaafar open in the best possible way. A man who had known Michael, embracing Michael's nephew, passing something forward that can't quite be named but can absolutely be felt. Then there's Michael's close friend, Chris Tucker. Back in 2001, Tucker appeared alongside Michael in the music video for You Rock My World, one of Michael's final major creative projects. He had been there, inside Michael's world, and had seen the man up close.
You gotta go see the Michael movie, man. I done saw it twice. I'm going back to see it again. It's the best movie I ever saw after Rush Hour. I mean, it's a great movie. Go see the Michael movie, my boy MJ, Michael Jackson movie, Off the Chain. Great movie.
When someone who actually knew Michael personally calls this biopic one of the finest films he's ever seen, that statement carries real weight.
They get ready to see Michael second time. That was my second time. This is her first time. Y'all gonna enjoy? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
It was off the chain, right?
It was great.
It was like come a little
It was
closer.
crazy.
How'd you like the Michael movie?
I love it.
Wasn't it good?
I love it from start to finish.
Me too.
I'm not gonna say that because she hasn't seen it yet. But
Yeah, you gotta. I want to go see it again with a bigger audience, so I can be dancing in there and I can talk the way I want to talk in there. All right, but nice to meet y'all, man.
He watched the film twice, and then went back for a third viewing. He urged his followers to go see the movie themselves, showing no hesitation, just pure enthusiasm from a man who had every reason to view it critically, yet chose instead to be moved by it. Usher Raymond grew up watching Michael Jackson and has consistently credited him as one of the primary reasons he came to understand what it truly means to be a performer. Not just to sing, but to build moments, to tell stories through movement, and to pour every detail of himself into the stage. He performed at Michael's legendary 30th anniversary concert back in 2001, sharing a stage with the man himself. Director Antoine Fuqua, who had directed one of Usher's early music videos, personally invited him to the premiere. Usher said that you could feel the care and respect for Michael woven into every single frame of the film. He described it as a beautiful reminder of why Michael will always remain unforgettable. Coming from one generational performer to another, that kind of tribute lands in a different way entirely. Jackie Jackson is one of Michael's older brothers and an original member of the Jackson 5.
I couldn't believe it. I got so emotional because he became Michael on that screen, and it brought tears to my eyes. I couldn't believe it. He's incredible.
Jackie was present from that very first performance. He stood right on stage next to Michael when they were both children. He watched his little brother grow from a boy in Gary, Indiana, into the most famous entertainer the world had ever known.
He's so proud of him. Yeah, he'd be proud tonight to know that the legacy, the Jackson family legacy, continues on. I start crying because I did when I saw it. I couldn't believe it.
Really? What was a part of the film that made you so emotional?
Just watching Jaafar up there do his thing, and you think I'm thinking I'm watching my brother up there, but I'm watching my nephew.
And now he watched his own nephew step into that same role on screen. Whatever Jackie felt while watching Jaafar, it stemmed from a place that traces all the way back to a living room in Gary, where they once rehearsed until their feet ached. But the most important reaction of all came from Katherine Jackson, Michael's mother.
I discovered that Michael was very talented when he was just about 2 or 3 years old. Michael had a lot of rhythm, and he loved to dance. I think he was born dancing.
She raised 9 children and watched one of them go on to change the entire world. She had been the very first person to ever hear him sing, and the first to ever watch him dance. She lost him in 2009. Watching her own grandson Jaafar step into the role of her son, capturing his movements correctly, his voice correctly, his spirit correctly, is something that exists entirely outside the ordinary conversation people have about movies and performances. Has she had the chance to see it yet?
Has she had a chance to see it?
Mother has seen it, and Mother's here tonight. She's not doing the carpet, but she's here tonight. She loves it. She felt and really thought Jaafar did an excellent job.
This was a mother watching her son return to life through her grandson's body. The film was phenomenal, she said. Really, Grandma? You honestly think so? She said. You were so good, oh, you were so good. Whatever she felt sitting there in that theater, it stood as one of the most profound experiences this film could ever produce for any single human being. Paris Jackson is Michael's daughter. She was just 11 years old when her father passed away. She has spent her entire adult life working out how to exist in the world as the child of the most famous person who ever lived. She has built her own career, her own identity, and her own voice, all while continually carrying the weight of who her father was and how suddenly he was taken from her.
So I just butt it out, and I've left it alone because it's not my project. So, they're going to make whatever they're going to make. A big reason why I haven't said anything up until this point is because I know a lot of you guys are going to be happy with it. A big section. The film panders to a very specific section of my dad's fandom that still lives in the fantasy.
Paris publicly kept her distance from the project, making it clear she had no genuine involvement in it. She later revealed that after reading portions of the script, she felt the film had left out uncomfortable truths and had painted an overly polished version of her father's life. And then there were the fans, not celebrities, not industry insiders, not people with publicists or red carpet invitations. Just ordinary people who had loved Michael Jackson their entire lives, who had kept his albums on repeat as children, who had learned the Thriller dance in their own bedrooms, who had cried when they heard the news back in 2009, and who walked into a dark movie theater hoping, just a little, to feel something they thought they had lost forever. Cut this up, I'm done. Take me off. Take me. They posted from parking lots, from phones propped on dashboards, from bathroom mirrors at home with the lights still on. Some of them could barely speak. Some of them laughed through their tears. And some simply sat quietly, staring at nothing, trying to process what had just happened to them.
You gonna die, Joseph Jackson, you gonna die if you're not already dead, nigga. Oh my dead homie. I've been listening to Who Is It?
I get it.
Is it my brother?
There's not enough people told him he was great.
That's
that's
true.
why he's gone. When you think about it.
No, like that.
Matumayak sila sa Michael Jackson movie.
Hindi ba? What can I do?
Parang yung pinanood natin sa Broadway. Gusto ko yun.
Yan, I'm bad.
These reactions rarely make it into trade publications, and they don't turn up on entertainment news shows. Yet in many ways, they represent the most honest reactions found anywhere in this entire video. They simply loved Michael Jackson, and for a few hours inside that theater, they felt as though he was back with them. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What was your own reaction when you saw Jaafar become Michael? And if you haven't seen it yet, which of these reactions has finally convinced you?